Hello and welcome to the Listening Post's unboxing channel on YouTube. Today I'm unboxing the brand new entry-level turntable from Technics, the SL-40C. This awesome new direct drive turntable sets a new price point for Technics. It's a clear trickle down of what they've done so well with all of their direct drive turntables and all of those associated things. A brilliant trickle down of some of their arm and motor technologies, their controllers as far as speeds, all of these things. And in a little bit of a celebration, they've made it a little bit more acceptable in people's homes by introducing three colours. There's a traditional black, there's a terracotta, which is pretty cool, and then sort of a grey, white, silver kind of tone. So that's absolutely awesome. Please hang around for some photographs. We'll make sure that the three colour options are photographed so you can kind of see. Nevertheless, the turntable, it's got a pre-mounted cartridge. There's a few other things. It's an excellent turntable from a performance perspective, and given its price, very, very real world as far as a step above those really toy-like budget things, but just below that sort of higher end sort of stratospheric price point that can sometimes come with some of these turntables. Nevertheless, Technics packaging has always been like this. In fact, if you want to check out maybe the SL-1200, one of the classics, there's its unboxing video, because of course it's technology like that that has come now into such an affordable option. Nevertheless, Technics packaging very, very straightforward. It's not a massive turntable, it's not very heavy either. It's very well packaged, which is good. It's got scannable information on one side with the model and serial number information, a bit of information associated with EU compliance associated with electrical safety standards and its voltages, the colour, another Technics thing, and then a bit of information about the delivery. Really, really straightforward. Now opening these, easy. It is sealed closed with traditional clear packing tape. So with that in mind, very, very easy to open. Technics is now making a significant amount of effort to ensure that its packaging is now cardboard based and with that recyclable, minimising waste. Nevertheless, as you will see as I tilt it forward, that cardboard has done its job. Now there's lots of little things, so here's simply folded cardboard. You should always check, there's some accessories in these, so you know, off that goes. We've got another one here. Okay, always check, nothing in it. Sliding this side panel open, we see the first of the accessories, which we are going to open and have a look. Oh, open it this way, slide it out. Okay, it's an accessory box, we'll see that in a moment. And we've got the New Zealand figure 8 power cord, and actually we don't need that. And a very basic interconnect that is grounded. It's got an earth strap, which is excellent to see, labelled red and black, sorry, red and white, and then the last of the fill down one side. Okay. We've got down the side panel the instruction manual, assembly, and recommendations as far as tracking force and other setups associated with anti-skate and all of the things you would expect, as well as the basic operation, plugging in and out of selecting the Phono preamp. It's got a built-in boost for its line versus Phono output. Pretty cool. Lifting the next box, we see that there's a whole lot of cutaways to protect the turntable in transit, and also leave the lid pre-assembled. I'll just put that off to one side. Lifting the turntable out again, we're going to put that off to one side because there's heaps in here, right? Heaps. Classically, and if you've seen any of the other unboxing videos, we see, let's get rid of that. We see the platter, which is one of the heaviest things, is always in the bottom. We also see an elaborate amount of packaging to ensure that it is kept protected in transit, but given the fact that it's a direct drive turntable, the platter is a very unusual look and feel compared with one that you might see in a traditional belt drive turntable. You'll see firstly there's a little plastic cap, so there's the top, and there's a plastic cap on the bottom. Get rid of it, protecting the magnet. Now of course again this is all part of the direct drive technology that Technics has, is so renowned for. Okay, going back to the lid and just kind of keeping an eye out on its cardboard packaging again. So by the way, it's all stacked brilliantly. They certainly know what they're doing from a packaging perspective. Nothing's going to move around. And short of an obvious disaster from a carrier or something like that, this is going to arrive to you in one piece, pretty much guaranteed. Okay, right. Even the underside of the lid is protected with some folded cardboard. Now, carefully, you will see the mat, the turntable platter mat. That's on the underside of the lid. And they've opted for a stiff felt mat in this design. We'll just put it off to one side. Plastic bag for the lid. And another layer of protection for that lid with some of that sort of poly paper folded around it to ensure that the lid arrives in utterly perfect scratch-free condition to you. There's a couple of spring-loaded hinges, and again, look, as always, hang around. We'll I'll assemble it, of course, as you would expect, and I will add some of the counterweights and other things as far as it's set up. Right, the turntable. It's actually great to see. You can see the colour filtering through the protective bag. Nevertheless, it's taped with a couple of pieces of clear, sorry, not clear, but what are this? White, almost packing tape. Right, sliding it out from that protective surface, we get to see the turntable and its terracotta colour, brown, for the first time. Leaning it forward, we see the classic weave design of the circuit board associated with the direct drive that Technics is so famous for. Again, this is not their reference version of direct drive, but it's certainly awesome as far as its ability to hold and maintain speed, and also have a quick pickup as far as things go from an up to working speed perspective. Assembly gets really straightforward. You just have to carefully take the platter magnet side down and slide it on. For obvious reason, there is no belt, so very, very easy from that perspective. And then the felt mat, again, very, very easy from an assembly perspective. I'm going to pause and start plugging in some of the bits associated with the thing, just so we can start seeing it as a turntable. In the accessory box, we see the counterweight. Now, from a installation perspective, you just pause and sort of loosely put it on for now. There's a 45 adapter in the box, and then there's the head shell. Now, the huge advantage of this particular turntable is the remarkably easy upgradability. This is an Audio-Technica cartridge with their junior or entry-level stylus fitted. It's very, very straightforward to quickly go up the food chain if you want to with replacement styluses, and that's one of the most obvious upgrades that you can make. There are also some pre-fitted cartridges from the likes of Audiphone and the sort of music version of their Concord or DJ style, very, very easily fitted to the S-shaped tonearm. Nevertheless, we'll just rudimentarily fit that, and it starts very quickly to look like a turntable. Now, before I put the lid on, I want to show you what's underneath. A trickle down again from Technics is these very robust isolation feet. There are 4 of them, and it's very, very easy to see the work that they've done to ensure that any microscopic vibration from the surface is not going to transfer to the turntable deck. And nothing from the working vibration will be transferred to the surface. Then tilting it forward, we see the Technics logo directly below the Technics branded head shell. Again, cartridge and wiring is all fitted, ready to assemble. The unit is held in place, the arm is held in place with a simple enough twist tie, and removing that allows you to sort of look at the latch-unlatch process that enables you to lock that in place when it's not being used and stop it from bouncing around. Okay. There is a traditional raise lower, and it's oil dampened, so it lowers the arm slowly. Then we've got the magnetic anti-skate, and typically, of course, you would match the anti-skate and the numbers on it with the tracking force of the stylus, so that's important. And then the counterweight, enabling you to adjust the tracking force to within the boundaries of the prescribed cartridge and stylus combination. It's worth mentioning, and part of its setup, that this inner ring is just it's just a guide. It's a scale. It's a gauge. It moves with the counterweight when you choose it to, or you hold it and you can use it to reset it to 0 as part of the process to set its counterweight. Again, very, very traditional looking, and we've got its start, stop and power buttons, of course, as well. Selecting between 33 and 45 is very straightforward, and it illuminates. This doesn't do 78s like the SL-1200 and 1500 does, but it, I guess, yeah, they've gone with the more popular speed options. At the back, we see the brackets for the hinges, and tilting it forward, we see the numerous connections that they've allowed for. Firstly, the figure 8 power input, it's AC, and then a line out, and then beside it the phono out. Now, phono being unmanaged from a EQ or boost perspective, and line being boosted to match loosely that of a CD player or something similar. Traditionally, a turntable will have a lower output than some of the things like a CD player, for example, or a radio tuner. So it's worth mentioning you will have to adjust the overall amplifier volume if you're listening to records typically. In the middle, we've got a switch ensuring that you can check between line and phono, and again very, very clearly labelled. Then last, we've got a ground cable as well. Turning it around, we're just going to fit that lid. Very, very straightforward. Again, looks just like a turntable at this point. The record player in New Zealand does have some features that we're not necessarily proud of, but as a standalone turntable playing 33s and 45s and an excellent gain adjust for phono and line, it's got some wonderful features for the end users, as well as a removable cartridge and easily upgradable stylus if you choose. So there we have it. Technics brand new SL-40C turntable unboxed here at the Listening Post in Christchurch, New Zealand. Thanks for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe to our channel.